Good morning, all. Today I will talk about anti-cancer drugs. Before going to that, just we will discuss about cancer, types of cancer, what is cancer, types of cancer, and factors influencing cancer. So, what is cancer? Cancer is a disease where cells grow out of control, which means cells increase, cells proliferate uncontrollable, and it destroys normal cells. Cancers, cancer is a disease where the cell grows out of control or proliferate uncontrollable, and which destroys normal tissues. So normal body cells, in general, normal body cells grow and divide and die in ordinarily fashion. But here cancer cells are different because they do not die. They just continue to grow and divide in a disorderly fashion. So normal cells, they divide, they grow and divide and die. But here cancer cells, they do not die. They just continue to grow and divide in disorderly fashion. So cancer can occur at any age, but 67% of cancer deaths occurs in older age than 65 years. And there are two types of tumors. One is the malignant tumors or malignant cancers and benign tumors. Malignant tumors spread to these tumors are dangerous. It is spread to the other areas in the body. Whereas benign tumors, it is stay in one place only. Here malignant tumors spread to the other areas in the body. It is spread to the other tissues in the body, and benign tumors stay in. It will grow in only one particular place. It will not spread. So coming to the features of malignant tumors and benign tumors. In malignant tumors, state of growth is rapid and it invades the surrounding tissues, and it spreads metastasis via bloodstream and lymphatic system. Likewise, benign tumors, its rate of growth is slow. It expands in the same tissue. It does not spread to the other tissues. This here in benign tumor, cell differentiation is normal, nearly normal. Then what are the factors which is influencing cancer? It leads to death. Common environmental factors leading to cancer deaths. One is the tobacco smoke. 25 to 30% it can cause cancer death, and 30 to 35% of chances to get diet and obesity. It will also lead to cancer. Means. And infections, it is causes less percentage, 15 to 20%. It leads to cancers. And some radiation, stress, lack of physical activity, and environmental pollutions. These are also factors which is leading to cancer death. So what are the causes? Some chemicals also cause. Those are benzenes and other chemicals, and drinking more alcohol, environmental toxins such as certain poison mushrooms, and a type of poison that can grow on peanut plants, such as aflatoxins, which is growing peanut plant. And excessive sunlight exposure, this is also one of the cause to get cancer. And genetic problems and obesity, radiation, and some viruses, these all are causes of cancer. It leads to death. So what are the common types of cancers? Bladder cancer. Types of cancers, one is the bladder cancer and lung cancer and breast cancer. Here you can see this is the breast cancer, and myeloma and colon and rectal cancers, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and endometrial cancer. You can see this is the endometrial cancer, which is caused in endometrium of uterus, and pancreatic cancer, and kidney or renal cell cancer, and prostatic cancer, and thyroid cancer. These are the types of cancers. One is the bladder cancer, lung cancer, breast cancer, myeloma, colon and rectal cancers, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and endometrial cancer, pancreatic cancer, kidney or renal cell cancer, prostatic cancer, thyroid cancer, and leukemias. These are the types of cancers. And what are the tests to detect cancer? First one is the biopsy of the tumor and blood tests such as tumor markers and bone marrow biopsy. We have to do chest X-ray and CBC tests and CT scan and liver functional tests and MRI scan. This is the test for cancer detecting tests. And what is cancer? It is a deregulation of normal cellular process that cells that have been transformed to proliferate in an uncontrollable manner and deregulate the way, and in some cases it leads to metastasis. So cancer is the deregulation of normal cells. Normal cells, when they will increase or proliferate uncontrollable, and they damages the tissues. So coming to the cell cycle of cancer, is the 4 phases. Is divided into 4 phases. One is the G phase, or pre-synthetic phase, and synthetic phase, S phase or synthetic phase, and G2 phase or pre-mitotic phase, and M phase also called as mitotic phase. In G1 phase, here the synthesis, here some cellular components and enzymes are synthesized for DNA. It is synthesized. It is needed for the DNA synthesis. This atypical dividing cells first enters into the G1 phase from 0 phase, which is resting phase. Here the cells and cell components are synthesized for which is needed for the DNA synthesis. Then enters into the S phase. In S phase, DNA was replicated and dividing two cells and fused to form fuse. Then after synthetic phase, it enters into the G2 phase. In G2 phase, cellular components, here in G2 phase, cellular components are ready for the mitotic division, mitosis, ready for mitosis. It is also called pre-mitotic phase. And then it enters into the M phase, which is called mitotic phase, in which cell division occurs. Mitotic cell division takes place. After that, it enters into the 0 phase. Some cells are enters into the 0 phase or resting phase permanently or directly. After G2 phase enters into the M phase or mitotic phase, which cells division occurs. Mitotic division occurs in this mitotic phase. After this mitotic phase enters into the stop dividing cells and then go into the resting phase or 0 phase. Here you can see this is the cycle. Here this is the G0 phase, G1 phase, and this is the synthetic phase. This is the G2 phase. Here you can see this is the mitotic phase. Here in G1 phase, what happens? Cellular components and some enzymes are synthesized, which is needed for the DNA synthesis. Then this enters into the S phase or synthetic phase. This here DNA is replicated and divided into 2 cells, which fuse. Then it fused. Then after synthetic phase, it enters into the G2 phase. What will happen in G2 phase? Here synthesis of cellular components for mitosis. This cellular components and enzymes are synthesis for mitosis. This is also called pre-mitotic phase. Then it will enter into the mitotic phase. This here cells are dividing and mitotic division will take place, or mitotic division will occur here in mitotic. After mitotic stage, cells stop dividing and enters into the G phase, or which is G0 phase or resting phase. This is about cell cycle. Then here it has been differentiated into non-proliferative and proliferative phases. So non-proliferative means which is a resting phase, and proliferative phase means cancer cells will grow. This is the proliferative phases are synthetic phase and G2 phase and mitotic phase. Whereas cells are divided into more cells. So what are the treatments? We have to do surgeries and chemotherapy and some radiations and target cancer treatments. And we have small molecular inhibitors and antibodies, cell-based immunotherapy and gene therapy. Among these target cancer treatments, which means according to cell cycle, we have so many targets to treat cancer. So coming to the drugs, anti-cancer drugs, what are those? Alkylating agents and antimetabolites, antibiotics, alkaloids, hormones, and other drugs like miscellaneous drugs like cisplatinum, carboblastin, and loboblastin. These are the so many drugs are available for cancer treatment. So first one is the alkylating agents. It has been divided into nitrogen mustard, ethylamines, alkyl sulfonates, and merchlorothamine and cyclophosphamide, ephosphomide, and melphalan and chlorambucil. These drugs are comes under nitrogen mustards of alkylating agents. And ethylamines are hexamethylmelamine and thiotepa. These drugs are comes under ethylamines of alkylating agents. And alkyl sulfonates are carmustine, lomustine, semustine, streptozocin, and triagenes. These are the alkylating agents, and other group of drugs are antimetabolites, which are folic acid analogs, purine analogs, and pyrimidine analogs. Folic acid analogs are methotrexate and 6-mercaptopurine, thioguanine, pentostatin, and cladarabine and fludarabine. These drugs are comes under purine analogs. And pyrimidine analogs are 5-fluorouracil, fluoxetidine, and cytarabine and gamma-cytarabine. These drugs are comes under pyrimidine antagonists. These are the antimetabolite drugs are methotrexate comes under folic acid analog, 6-mercaptopurine and thioguanine, pentostatin and cladarabine and fludarabine. These drugs are purine analogs, and pyrimidine analogs are 5-fluorouracil, fluoxetidine and cytarabine and gamma-cytarabine. And natural products, another drugs, pinco alkaloids, which is vinclystin, vinblastine, and taxanes, paclitaxel, docetaxel, and epiphodophyllotoxins are etoposide and teniposide. And next drugs of anti-cancer drugs are antibiotics. Those are doxorubicin, daunorubicin, dactinomycin, mitomycin C, and bleomycin and mitaramycin. So these are the antibiotics which treated in cancer treatment. So those are doxorubicin, daunorubicin, dactinomycin, mitomycin C, and bleomycin and mitaramycin. These are the antibiotics. And engine cell asparaginase, which is used in cancer chemotherapy, and camptothecins or topotecon, irinotecan, and some of the drugs biological response modifies or interferon alpha and interleukin 2. So miscellaneous drugs are platinum coordination complexes of citabulsis, platin, carboplatin, and metoxanthone and hydroxyurea. And some other radioactive isotopes are radioiodine, iodine isotope 131 and radio gold 198 AU and radio phosphorus P32. These are the radioactive isotopes. And here drugs and cell cycle. Here drugs acts on two types, which means cell cycle specific drugs and cell cycle non-specific drugs. Here cell cycle specific drugs means these drugs acts on only specific cell cycle specific drugs means these drugs only acts on phases of cell cycle. And cell cycle non-specific drugs, this acts normally. And cell cycle specific drugs mainly cytarabine, hydroxyurea, methotrexate, and 6-mercaptopurine, and vincristine and vinblastine and paclitaxel. Antimetabolites and alkylating agents and folate agonist drugs are mainly used. Vincristine and some alkaloid group of cancer drugs. These are mainly used for cell cycle specific drugs, and alkylating agents, nitrosurias, antibiotics, and procarbazine and cisplatin, decarbazines. These drugs are acts on cell cycle acts as a cell cycle non-specific drugs. So cell cycle cell replication includes, we already discussed phases of cell cycle. First G1 phase, synthetic phase, M2 phase, and mitotic phase. So after this growth action, it acts on non-cell specific cell cycle specific drugs. So here you can see what is acts on cell specific cell cycle specific drugs and non-cell cycle specific drugs. Here you can see antimetabolites, 6-mercaptopurine and methotrexate. These drugs are acts on S phase, which means cell cycle specific drugs. These are the cell cycle specific drugs. Those are antimetabolites, 6-mercaptopurine, methotrexate, and hydroxyurea, and bleomycin, which is the antibiotic which acts on pre-mitotic phase or G2 phase, and some antimitotics are used in the mitotic phase. These all drugs are acts as a cell cycle specific anti-cancer drugs or anti-neoplastic drugs. And coming to the non-cell cycle specific drugs, those are alkylating agents and antibiotics, cisplatin and procarbazine drugs. So first we can see here cell cycle non-specific agents. Those drugs are acts throughout the cell cycle, which is alkylating agents, platinum compounds, and antibiotics. And cell cycle specific agents, those drugs that acts during a specific phase of the cell cycle, which is S phase, the mitotic phase, and G2 phase. On S phase, acts antimetabolites, topoisomerase 2 1 inhibitors are acts on synthetic phase, and vincoalkaloids and toxins are acts on mitotic phase, which inhibits the mitotic division of cell. And G2 phase, bleomycin, which is antibiotic which acts on G2 phase. These are the specific drugs on cell cycle. So here you see mechanism of action. So some of the drugs mechanism of action which inhibits nucleic acid such as DNA and RNA synthesis. Folic acid antagonist is in methotrexate. It is inhibits the dihydrofolate reductase enzyme by the conversion of folic acid to dihydrofolic acid to tetrahydrofolic acid conversion. And pyrimidine antagonist, it inhibits the pyrimidine antagonist is the fluorouracil, which is inhibits the enzyme thymidylate synthetase, like cytarabine, which is also pyrimidine antagonist. This inhibits the DNA polymerase enzyme. Like purine antagonists like mercaptopurine, which is inhibits the interconversion of purine nucleotides. And hydroxyurea, which is inhibited the enzyme ribonucleotide diphosphate reductase enzyme, which is this enzyme useful for the conversion of ribonucleotides to deoxyribonucleotides. This conversion is inhibited by the hydroxyurea. And here you can see some of the sites action on anti-cancer drugs. First, purine synthesis and pyrimidine synthesis. After this synthesis form ribonucleotides. This ribonucleotides is converted into deoxyribonucleotides. Deoxyribonucleotides does formation of the DNA and RNA. Further, it leads to release of proteins and microtubules. Here, mercaptopurine and methotrexate, these drugs are inhibits the conversion of purine synthesis to ribonucleotides. And methotrexate and hydroxyurea and fluorouracil, these drugs are inhibits the conversion of ribonucleotides to deoxyribonucleotides. And actinomycin D and cetarabine, these drugs are inhibits the conversion of deoxyribonucleotides to DNA. And some of the antibiotics are inhibits the conversion of DNA to RNA. And L-asparaginase and some L-asparaginase are inhibits the conversion of RNA to proteins. And some vinca-alkaloids and paclitaxel, these drugs, vinca-alkaloids like vinclystin, vinblastine, these drugs are inhibits the conversion of proteins to microtubules. This is the some of the sites of action of anti-cancer drugs. So first, what are the drugs interferes the protein synthesis? Here, vinca-alkaloids and toxins and L-asparaginase. These are the interference or inhibits the protein synthesis by binding tubulin and destroys by binding tubulin and destroys the spindle to produce mitotic arrest. And some of the drugs interferes the function, inhibits the function of DNA. Those drugs are alkylating agents like mechlorethamine, cyclophosphamide, and thioteta. And platinum-like drugs are cisplatinum, and antibiotics like bleomycin and mitomycin C, and topoisomerase inhibitors are camptothecin and phyllotoxin. These drugs are inhibits or influence the structure and function of DNA. And coming to the individual drugs, alkylating agents, these drugs are inhibits the. Coming to the mechanism of alkylating agents, these alkylating agents binds to the guanine basis, and it will lead to the formation of cross-linking in between DNA strands, which will lead to the broken DNA. They prevent cell division and protein synthesis. So those drugs are cyclophosphamide, mechlorethamide, chlorambucil, melphalan, and ifosfamide. And carmustine, lomustine, semustine, these are comes under nitrosoureas, and thiotepa, methylmelamine, oltrethamine, and busulfan. These all drugs are alkylating agents which inhibits the protein synthesis. And mefalamin is a nitrogen mustard that is primarily used to treat multiple myeloma, breast cancer, and ovarian cancers. Melphalan is a nitrogen mustard of alkylating agent which is used to treat multiple myeloma, breast cancer, and ovarian cancer. And cyclophosphamide is also alkylating agent. It can be given orally. It is used to treatment of chronic lymphatic leukemia, non-Hodgkin lymphomas, breast cancer and ovarian cancers and some other cancers, and it is also potent immunosuppressant, and it is used in the management of rheumatoid arthritis and autoimmune nephritis. And but it causes some side effects like alopecia, nausea, vomiting, and hemorrhagic cystitis. And carmustine, lomustine, and semustine, these are also comes under nitrosurias of alkylating agents. Nitrosurias are highly lipophilic and reach cerebrospinal fluid concentrations that are about 30% of plasma concentrations, and it is used used to treat brain tumors because it is excellent penetration of CNS, and carmustine and lomustine has been used to treat brain tumors because it is easily penetrated into the CNS. And mustine might be injected intravenously because it is highly reactive. It disappears very rapidly from the blood, and the activity of mustine lasts only few minutes because it's highly reactive, and it rapidly disappears in the body. The main indication for mustine is the treatment of Hodgkin's disease and lymphomas, but it is maybe useful in the other malignancies also. It is mainly used in the treatment of Hodgkin's disease and lymphomas and other malignancies. And busulfan, which is a alkysulfonates group, it is administered orally to treat chronic granulocytic leukemia and other myeloproliferative disorders, but which cause some adverse effects which is related to myelosuppression. It only occasionally produces nausea and vomiting. In high doses, it produces a rare but sometimes it's fetal pulmonary fibrosis called busulfan lung. And thiotepa, this is also alkylating agents, is converted into the, it is converted rapidly by the liver. Mixed function oxidases is to activate metabolite triethyl ethylene phosphoramide. It is active in bladder cancer. Thiotepa is used in the bladder cancer treatment. And antimetabolites are used. Antimetabolites are acts on specific drugs that are structurally analog of the essential metabolites and interfere with the DNA synthesis. And it is a dose limiting toxicity for all drugs, especially in myelosuppression. So folic acid antagonists, antimetabolites are folic acid antagonists, methotrexate and purine antagonists, 6-mercaptopurine and azathioprine. And pyrimidine antagonists are 5-fluorouracil, capecitabine and citarabine. And these drugs are inhibits the enzyme, inhibits the enzyme dihydrofolic reductase enzyme by the conversion of dihydrofolic acid to tetrahydrofolic acid. Methotrexate inhibits the enzyme dihydrofolic reductase enzyme, which is inhibits the conversion of dihydrofolic acid to tetrahydrofolic acid. So it inhibits the synthesis of further it inhibits the synthesis of folic acid. We know the folic acid is essential for the synthesis of DNA and RNA or pyrimidines and purines. So here this methotrexate and 5-fluorouracil, 6-mercaptopurine, these all drugs antimetabolites are inhibits the dihydrofolate reductase enzyme, which is used for the conversion of dihydrofolic acid to tetrahydrofolic acid. So methotrexate is used in the treatment of choriocarcinoma, trophoblastic tumors, and it was the first demonstration on curative chemotherapy, and it is especially effective for the treating all cancers, for treating meningeal metastasis of wide range of tumors. And adverse effects, it causes myelosuppression and produce leukopenia and bone marrow aplasia and thrombocytopenia. These agents may produce severe gastrointestinal disturbances, and some renal toxicity also may occur because precipitation of metabolite, 7-hydroxy metabolite, because some methotrexate metabolites precipitate, it causes renal toxicity and some GI disturbances. And it is used for other treatments also, except other treatments also along cancer chemotherapy. It is also used in methotrexate uses are more. It is also used in rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis. It is also used as immunosuppressant, and it is also used in organ transplantation, Crohn's disease, and respiratory bronchial asthma. And other purine antagonists, these are also antimetabolites, 6-mercaptopurine. This is also inhibits the conversion of inhibits the purities. This 6-mercaptopurine inhibits the synthesis of purine and pyrimidine purine synthesis. And this 6-mercaptopurine used as primarily for maintenance of remission in patients with acute lymphocytic leukemia, and is also given along with methotrexate for the purpose of acute lymphocytic leukemia. Adverse effects, 6-mercaptopurine is well tolerated, but it causes myelosuppression when it given with thiogbanan, and long-term use of mercaptopurine causes hepatotoxicity. And purine antagonist 5-fluorouracil, which is inhibits the enzyme DNA polymerase, and it is used to treat solid tumors, especially breast, colorectal, and gastric tumors, and squamous cells of tumors of the head and neck. And adverse effects, it causes nausea, vomiting, myelosuppression, and GI gastrointestinal ulceration, and along with and also causes myelosuppression when it will give bolus injections and some mucosal damage. But it is dose limiting adverse effect. And antimetabolites such as pyrimidine antagonists or cytarabine, these drugs are primarily used in a combination with daunorubicin and thiogbanan for the treatment of acute non-lymphocytic leukemias. These drugs causes high doses can damage the liver, heart, and organs. It causes cardiotoxicity and hepatotoxicity. And antibiotics, coming to the antibiotics, those drugs are adriamycin and mitomycin, bleomycin, and actinomycin B. And what are the properties? Adriamycin and daunorubicin are the tetracycline rings with sugar danosamide. They are DNA intercalating agents that block the synthesis of DNA and RNA. These antibiotics are the DNA intercalating agents which inhibits the synthesis of the DNA and RNA. These agents are primarily toxic during S phase, and these agents are imparts red tinge. It is gives the red tinge to the urine. And adriamycin is used to treat acute leukemias, lymphoma, and number of solid tumors. And some of the antibiotics, mitomycin It is an anti-neoplastic and antibiotic that alkylates DNA and thereby causes strands of breakage and inhibition of DNA synthesis, which cause mitomycin, which um, causes strands DNA strands breakage and inhibition of the DNA synthesis. It is used in the breast cancer along with vincristine for salvage therapy. And adverse effects: mitomycin produces delays or prolonged myelosuppression that preferentially affects the platelets and leukocytes. Actinomycin D intercalates DNA and thereby prevents the DNA transcription and messenger synthesis. Actinomycin D inhibits the DNA transcription and mRNA synthesis. The drugs is given by intravenously. It is used to treat trophoblast tumors and pediatric tumors such as Wilms tumor and Ewing's sarcoma. And bleomycin, the drug has its greatest effect on neoplastic cell in G2 phase of cell replication cycle. Although it intercalates DNA, but it causes major cytotoxicity. And how it acts? It acts by intercalating free radical formation and DNA strand breakage. It has two mechanisms. First one is how it will act. It is intercatalyze free radicals and release free radical formation and DNA strand breakage. It is mainly acts on G2 phase. It is used in bleomycin is used in Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's lymphomas, testicular cancer, and several solid tumors. And adverse effects: it causes myelosuppression, and it is also causes pulmonary and mucocutaneous reactions. And tubulin binding drugs or agents are vincoalkaloids, which is acts on microtubules to prevent the microtubule assembly. So it causing cell to arrest in the late G2 phase by preventing the formation of mitotic filaments for non-nuclear cell division. It inhibits the vincoalkaloids. Prevents the microtubule assembly and prevents the formation of mitotic filaments. And vincoalkaloids are those tubulin binding agents, or vincoalkaloids are vincristine, vinblastine, vindesin, and vinorelbine are all the alkaloid derivatives from the periwinkle plant, which is called as vincarosa plant. And uses of vincoalkaloids: when it is given with bleomycin and cisplatin, it is used for the testicular tumors. And when it is used along with prednisone to induce remission in childhood leukemias. And vinorelbine is used to treat non-small cell lung cancer and breast cancer. This is the single administered drug which is used to treat lung cancer and breast cancer. And here vinblastine is combination with bleomycin antibiotic and cisplatin drugs, which is used to treat metastatic testicular tumors. And like that, vincristine is along with prednisolone to induce, which is used to induce remission in childhood leukemias. And taxanes are paclitaxel. Taxanes enhance all aspects of tubulin polymerization under actions that is the opposite to that of vincoalkaloids, but they are also cytotoxic. And it also polymerizes as the target for cytotoxic drugs. These are the cytotoxic drugs: paclitaxel and toxaterin. These are the cytotoxic drugs. Coming to the cisplatin. This is the platinum compound drugs which binds to the guanine in DNA and RNA. This cisplatin command binds to the guanine bases in the DNA and RNA, and interaction is stabilized by the hydrogen bonding. The molecular mechanism of action is unwinding the shortening of DNA helix. Here, this cisplatin command binds to the DNA and RNA bases, which is caused unwinding and shortening of the DNA helix. It is widely used in cancer therapies. It is given intravenously as a first-line drug for testicular and ovarian and bladder cancers, and it is also used to treatment of myeloma and solid tumors. But it causes cisplatin produces myelosuppression and can cause nausea and vomiting and nephrotoxicity. And carboplastin, which is used in the which is also like cisplatin. It is used as a second line drug for ovarian cancers. And estrogens, this is the hormones which inhibits the effect of endogenous androgens and androgen dependent metastatic prostatic carcinoma. Mainly, the diethyl stilbestrol is the drug of choice. It also causes cardiac and cerebrovascular complications and carcinoma of the male breast. It is also adverse effect of estrogens. It is causes carcinoma of male breast. Progesterone is also useful in the treatment of endometrial carcinoma and backup therapy for metastatic hormone-dependent breast cancer. Anti-estrogen like tamoxifen. Tamoxifen is the drug of choice in the postmenopausal women with or recovering from the metastatic breast cancer. It is most effective in the estrogen receptor positive tumors. It is also used as an adjunctive therapy to oophorectomy to provide in premenopausal women with estrogen receptor positive tumors. And androgens. Androgens activity in the breast cancer is similar to that of estrogens. Main side effect is that it causes sterilization and hepatic toxicity. And fluoxymestrone is the widely used drug. And danazol is the androgen is also used in the fibrocystic breast cancer and endometriosis. And glucocorticoids, these are the integral components of curative therapy for acute lymphoblastic leukemia and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and Hodgkin's disease. And this is essential role for the prevention of allergic reaction and emesis and relief of intracranial hypertension. And also it is reduces pain. It reduces pain. And problem with cancer chemotherapy because it easily causes drug resistance and it will give more toxicity to the patients. How it will drug resistance? How it will happen? For the first one is the de novo resistance and acquired resistance and multi-drug resistance. De novo resistance can be de novo genetic, which means it is initially inherently resistant. It can arise because drugs are unable to reach the target cells because of permeability of barrier such as blood-brain barrier. So it is these drugs are unable to reach the target cells because of permeability of the blood-brain barriers. And acquired resistance, it may result from genomic mutations such as induction or deletion of the enzymes, mutations, deletion of the enzymes. It is involved in the drug inactivation or drug activation respectively. And And third one is the multi-drug resistance. P-glycoprotein transport many naturally occurring drugs out of neoplastic drugs. Its induction may lead to multi-drug resistance. So here, these neoplastic drugs may lead to multi-drug resistance. Drug toxicity, mainly the most common toxicities of anti-cancer drugs result from inhibition of cell replication in bone marrow and gastrointestinal inhibition and hair follicles. Many antiplasmic the side effects are which is stimulates these anti-cancer drugs are stimulate the chemoreceptor trigger zone in the medulla and thereby elicit nausea and vomiting. Main side effect which all drugs are causes nausea and vomiting and alopecia also. And monoclonal antibodies such as rituximab, teprotumumab, and alemtuzumab and trastuzumab and cetuximab. These and gemtuzumab. These all are the monoclonal antibodies. Rituximab, which targets CD20 B cell, which is used in a chronic lymphatic leukemia. Aprocumab is binds to the CD22 cell, which is used in the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Alemtuzumab targets CD52 cell, which is also used in the chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Trastuzumab, which targets HER2, which is also used in the breast cancer to reduce breast cancer. And cetuximab, which is targets HER2 cells and which is used in the colorectal cancer. And gemtuzumab, which is acts on CD3 antigen cells. And what are the toxicities? Toxicities of the drugs. All cancer drugs, especially some of the drugs like methotrexate, cisplatin, and cyclophosphamide, and antimetabolites. These drugs causes toxicity. That is the bone marrow toxicity, especially with methotrexate, which is a folic acid antagonist, folate antagonist, inhibits the folate dihydrofolate. Methotrexate inhibits the dihydrofolate reductase enzyme. What is the function of dihydrofolate reductase enzyme? Which will for the conversion of dihydrofolate to tetrahydrofolate, it will lead to folic acid. It will lead to folic acid. Here, this folic acid is very essential for the synthesis of DNA and RNA. But here it inhibits the conversion of dihydrofolic acid. Indirectly, it inhibits the folic acid, so it causes bone marrow toxicity or megaloblastic anemia. And it also causes nephrotoxicity. Methotrexate also causes bone marrow toxicity and nephrotoxicity. And cisplatin is a cisplatinum group of compounds, which also causes neurotoxicity and nephrotoxicity. And cyclophosphamide, this is the alkylating agent, which causes hemorrhagic cystis and renal toxicity. And doxorubicin and daunorubicin, these are the antibiotics which causes doxorubicin and daunorubicin. These are the antibiotics which also causes cardiotoxicity. And pleomycin, also antibiotic, it also causes pulmonary fibrosis. And some of the drugs causes infertility and hypersensitivity reactions. So students, this is about cancer and types of cancer and anti-cancer drugs we discussed in this class. Thank you.